feels like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters and make fun of our exes.
Going to the comfort room for a
Okay, go ahead. Take care. Oh, everyone! Hi, you're here. As you can see, me and my friend are having some bonding, because we actually have a hectic schedule and we have a lot of things to do in school. So, we are having some unwinding, as you know. Okay. As I can see, while my best friend is in the comfort room, I'm actually here to discuss about some morphological errors that Filipino people often misuse or misconstructed.
Yeah, we're happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical. Oh yeah.
So, by the way, when we talk about morphological errors, when we talk about morphology, it's actually about words, it's about how to use the words in a conversations, in formal setups, or even in informal conversations or setups. Okay, morphological errors are some misuse or misconstructed words. And right now, I'm going to discuss or to point out some errors that Filipino often misuse or misconstructed. So, have you noticed what my friend said earlier? She said that she is going to the comfort room for a while. So I want to emphasize the clause or the words for a while. Actually, for a while is not really a mistaken error or mistake, but it can be considered as an error because when you are an American or a Native American, it will sound strange if you use the word for a while. It has a better sound when we say we can actually use for alternative the clause for a moment or just a moment or saying hold on, especially when we are having a phone call conversation, we can say hold on or not saying for a while. Or we can also say just a second, just a minute, a moment, like that. So it is more formal if we use those words instead of for a while.
It's time. Uh-oh. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be alright if you keep me next to you.
So another error, using the word equipment. So using the word equipment. So we can actually see this, we can often see this on gym. Like there are a reminder posted there saying, please take care of the gym equipment. So it is a morphological error because the word equipment is already a plural form of the word. So Filipino often misuse the usage of plurality, especially on conversations, because we often take in our mind that a word without an S is singular, but there are some exceptions. So, because the word equipment is already plural and it belongs to the few uncountable nouns such as sugar, air, the word love, those are uncountable nouns. And the word equipment is already a plural form of the word.
It seems like one of those nights. This place is too crowded. Too many cool kids. It seems like one of those nights.
Another morphological error is using fill up instead of fill out. So how can I say, or how can I observe, or how can I notice that this is an error? Because usually when we see on application forms or even in test papers when we are taking exams, there are some part there that you're going to fill up the blanks, or you're going to provide, or you're going to answer an information, you're going to provide some relevant information, and the direction is you're going to fill up. But it's actually an error, because in prescriptive grammar rules, it is more appropriate if you're going to use the word, if you're going to use clause fill out. So it should be done as, it should be said as, or it should be instructed as fill out the blanks, so fill out the form, like that. So it is more formal if we're going to use fill out instead of fill up. Psychological error that Filipino people often misuse and misconstructed is the word traffic. Wow, the word traffic is really evident, really popular here in the Philippines. But as you can see, behind my back, there is no traffic here, because we're here in the Mall of Asia and there is no traffic in Mall of Asia. Okay, the word traffic often misused by Filipinos. Okay, it's like usually when we are having some informal conversation, informal phone conversations to a friend, we often say that, wait lang, traffic eh, like that. But actually it is an error, because the word traffic, it is not an adjective, it is a noun. So an adjective is something that describes a word, or but the noun is something that is can actually say as a subject, so, or something to be described of. Then we can say that instead of saying it is traffic, we can formally say that the traffic is too heavy, or there's a heavy traffic out there around EDSA or around, you know. Next, we actually misuse the word traffic because we think it is an adjective instead of being a noun to us. And it is an error. We should avoid that, okay? We should avoid using traffic eh, or wait lang, traffic dito, like that. May traffic doon. It is an error. So be careful on using traffic, and instead of using traffic, use we can actually say heavy traffic, or some unavoidable traffic, like that. Okay, last but not the least is the word salvage. So salvage is in S-A-L-V-A-G-E. So how about you? When I ask you about the word salvage, how can you define the word salvage? So actually me, when I study this morphological errors, I think of, before I study morphological errors, I think that salvage, the word salvage means to kill or to do something bad to a person or to massacre him, you know. But actually the word salvage means to save. It means to save. It reminds me of a television news I watched just lately or recently on the TV. It's all about the salvage operation of the drowned ship around the area of responsibility of Poblete. So I'm sure you know that news, and that is a good example of using salvage in a sentence, or using salvage.
I gotta have you. I gotta have you.
Okay, thank you everyone for watching and listening to this video instruction of morphological errors that often Filipino people commit. I just want to inform you guys, or to tell that I'm not doing this to insult Filipino people, because as you can see, I'm also Filipina, and I'm actually pointing out these errors to be improved and to nurtured by Filipino countrymen, because I saw that my beloved Filipino countrymen is having some troubles in using some words in English vocabularies inappropriate. So guys, I'm I'm so thankful that you watched this.